Welcome back students. After completing plant tissues, now here we start our next topic of this chapter. This is animal tissues. On the basis of structure of cells and functions, animal cells are classified into four major types. Yes, epithelial tissues, muscular tissues, nervous tissues and connective tissues. Okay. The first is epithelial tissues and they are of different types like squamous, columnar, cuboidal, glandular. Yes. The second is muscular tissue and they are of three types: striated, unstriated and cardiac. Third is connective tissue and they are of different types like bone, blood, ligaments, tendons, cartilage, etc. Yes, and the last and the fourth one is nervous tissues and it consists of nerve cells called neurons. Okay, so now let's see one by one each of them. So now let's begin with the epithelial tissues. Yes, epithelial tissues are seen on the outer layer of the body or the organ surface. Yes, and it's the simplest kind of animal tissues. Okay students, and they form the outermost protective layer of animal. Yes, the cells are tightly packed and form a continuous sheet here. Yes, as we know, the epithelial tissues further classified into different types. Okay, let's discuss about its types now. Based on the cell layers and shape of the cells, the epithelial tissues are classified into different categories. Okay, the first type of epithelial tissue is simple squamous epithelium. Okay students, it's called simple because it's single layered epithelium made up of flat cells with irregular boundaries. Yes, and it's a delicate lining to allow transport of substance. Okay, examples are blood vessels, alveoli, esophagus, etc. The second type is stratified squamous epithelium. Okay, the meaning of stratified is many layers. So the cells are arranged in many layers to prevent wear and tear. Wear and tear means कटने और फटने से बचाता है यहाँ पर. Okay, so the best example is skin. The third type of epithelial tissue is columnar epithelium. Yes, as name suggests, they are made up of elongated cells and gives pillar-like appearance. Basically, these tissues lines the organs which help in absorption and secretion. Yes, like small intestine. One more thing is here that is important. When cilia is present on columnar epithelium, yes, cilia is a hair-like structure. Okay, then they form ciliated columnar epithelium. Yeah, cilia helps push mucus forward. Examples are nasal passages, oviduct, etc. The last type of epithelium tissue is cuboidal epithelium. Again, as name suggests, they are cuboidal in shape. Yes, and they are found in lining of salivary glands and kidney tubules. Okay, the cuboidal shape which are about as tall as wide. Yes, and it helps in protection, secretion, absorption, etc. Yes, this is all about the cuboidal epithelium. One more thing that is important, that is glandular epithelium. What is this? Okay, when a portion of cuboidal tissues fold inward and multicellular gland is formed, it's called glandular epithelium. It's a modification of cuboidal epithelium only. It's found in lining of all major glands. So now we have done with one type of animal tissues and its type, epithelium tissues and its type. Yes, like first one is simple squamous. This is single layered. Second is stratified squamous. It is multi-layered. Third is columnar. These are column shaped. Yes, and columnar with cilia called ciliated columnar. Okay. And next is cuboidal. Cuboidal is cube shaped cells and cuboidal epithelium forms glandular epithelium. Okay, so in next video we will be discussing about remaining part of this chapter.